What's going on, guys? Team Regalia and Chill here with
Michael Aguilar.
And what did you do over the past weekend?
I actually came in second at the AGP in Montreal.
Alright, and what were you playing?
I was playing Pricia Aggro.
And what did you play against in the tournament?
It was a weird variety, but I feel like round one was too easy because it was just like a new person. But yeah, but essentially, what I saw the most was it was a mix of things. Only face against one Alhamad, but at least like 2 or 3 mirrors the whole weekend.
And what did you find your hardest matchup to be?
The hardest matchup was the zero control in round 2.
In round 2?
Yeah, they have a creature now that it prevents you from attacking with your whole entire team. It only allows you to have one attack, and then if they have that plus the new what's her name? New Faria Resonator out. If none of you guys have flyers, essentially it's just an endless block, and it can't die. It's like just another 0.
Alright. So we're going to be getting into the deck profile.
Yep. So I played, obvious mana producers, 4 Sacred Elves. MVP of the entire event, Little Red. It gets bigger for every windstone you control. Also, I play with the 1 green stone, so if I hit that on turn 1, I can just drop this. It automatically has haste, and it's a 4/4 on turn 1. Just going in for damage. I only play 3 because 3 drops are kind of a little expensive, and I'd rather use my mana to get Pricia out instead of these guys. But it's a 7/7 that can also gain flying, especially off of the ruler Pricia itself, and it's a burn damage because when it dies, it just deals 5. Yep. My 3 ofs. This is my personal choice. I didn't go to 4. I felt like 3 was more than enough because I like the extra draw, and for 1 green, I could just either get more dig deeper for either burn spells or creatures like Little Reds or whatever, and also free chip damage or deal 2 to something. Get rid of Token Steel Quiver. Lancelot, enough said.
Damage.
1 Earther, essentially just for the mirror, just deal damage to something, just go in. 3 Wallowinds, I feel like 3 is more than enough because remember I'm trying to keep this deck more just aggro, not mid range. I'm not trying to win in the long game. I'm trying to win in the short. I did mess up. I did change up here for this locals, but originally this was 1 Keen Sense and 1 Flame River Moria. I just decided to go more on the burn route compared to the 2 Keen Senses. Although this card is, not gonna lie, it's really MVP when it comes to playing against control because you can just counter all their stuff. Especially when against Alhamad in round 5, I believe this card actually was really clutch against Alex Blandon. He Ancient Knowledge, and I just Keen Sense, and he just essentially not much you can do after that. Heavenly Gust. Again, enough said. You want to just torrent. You just want to try to OTK. I only played 2 Rapid Growths. Yeah, I essentially just feel like these two already count as 4 cards anyways. I don't want to overload it because especially if I was afraid if I ended up in the matchup against Gil, this card is just dead and it's grave. It's only a 1-time use. So I'd rather use it for the full 2. Once secluded, it's enough said. Just don't want your Pricia to die. You don't want to get targeted. It also protects your creatures from getting blown away. Lightning Strikes for burn. And the Regalia, that is just obvious. 4 lives, give your J Ruler Swiftness, and produce red, and then 2 sights. And then for the sideboard, for the stones. And then for the stones, I played 2 basics. I do get a lot of questions asking why I didn't play the Vingal stone. The thing I didn't like about it is that they don't count as stones at all. So if I were to hit them, nothing happens. At least this makes a Little Red Swiftness, or I can give something Ardell Swiftness if it doesn't have it, and it just gives resonance. You just need it.
So the green stone just complements the Little Red.
Exactly.
Okay.
4 Blasting Waves, again, dual stones. You want to always hit these more than the single stones. And then finally these. I just love this card because the fact that if it leaves anywhere, you get to draw a card. So it helps you dig deeper, and it's cards like these that sometimes get you clutch cards against Tom, I forget his last name, round 3. I dug deep. I ended up digging into my 2 Thunders that I needed because the first one he did negate, but the second one got in because after dig it with this card. And then finally for sideboard, Again, like I said, I switched it for the locals, but this should have been the second Keen Sense. But these three just, more burn, and also for like Weber, stuff like that, because I can deal 4 to something, essentially killing a Gwen, and still have a red floating, so I can like always like Lancelot or something, and like or it just gets rid of blockers. 3 Enraged Knights, it's just really good against control. Like, you just want to go aggro. I would always end up siding out the Pricias and the Earther against control, because, again, long run, you don't want to play the long game against control. You just need to go in there, like, aggro them out. Blood Boils, just 2. I felt that all you need is 2. Some people say you should play more because of the, either the burn or the
Wait,
pump.
so why do you play it?
I play it for just for Fox. I felt like you don't want to like lose the long game to Fox. They emit, and you're just like, all right, well, back at 15, save their lives. For
Weber?
Feasting, Weber, you just need to get rid of little dudes because they get annoying, especially like if the random white deck just pops out of nowhere. For the mirror. Resonance is actually a mandatory effect, so even if your opponent can read that you have this card at all in the sideboard after siding, if they hit a greenstone, they have to target something if they control it, and you just get rid of it. And again, it's also just for Glimmer. You need to get rid of those dragons. Yep. And finally, 1 Maribel. You just need to so you can get rid of Scythe, so you can just go for the OTK.
Scythe.
Yep.
So, is there anything that you would change?
No. Other than, obviously, you guys need to read your cards. And I understand I'm getting to that point. Thank you. First off, want to give a shout out to Kevin Uwagu for giving me the idea to this deck. His premise is more burn. I felt that burn is also kind of like, double-edged sword where it can screw you over because they can just counter or you just won't have enough. I'd rather have creatures where they can just constantly deal damage. Also want to give a shout out to my friends in Regalia Chill, and Peroni, Angela Peroni, and obviously our founder Pat Clary.
Are they not part of the team?
No,
They
I
are.
didn't realize you were part of the team.
Also, this represents squad right here because they did loan me the lances because I don't have any because I suck. Also want to give a shout out to Al Bland and everybody else, and everybody else, thank you for congratulating me for getting there. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say.
All right, Mike. Congratulations again, and hopefully we'll see you at many more GPs or ARG events
Definitely
that happen.
Definitely will be at Toronto. We'll see you guys there.
All right, later, guys.
Okay.